everyone! How's everyone doing today? I am doing well. Alright, are we ready for page 2 in our Nursery Rhyme Baby Book? I am in love with it. Here's our page 1 that we've done. Isn't it adorable? I think it is. Isn't it cute? Alright, so I'm going to move this to the side, and we're going to go ahead and build our page 2. First thing that we need to do is do our base, and again, every page is going to have the same base and pocket base, which is 8.5. The base is 8.5 by 8.5, and the pocket part is 9.5 by 8.5. So I need to score the pocket page, and we need to do that 1/2 inch on the longer side. All right. I'll just notch these. And I'll put score tape on both tabs. And I'm going to ink both pages. And once I get all that done, I will be back. Okay, so I've got both sides inked. Now all I need to do is take off the backing of the tape. And I think my glue fell. Hold on, let me get it. Okay. And then I'm just going to run my glue stick a little bit down the edge here to give me just a few seconds. And I'm going to try to do this without getting my head in the way. Line it up the best that I can. Oh, darn. Okay. All right. So now we have our base page. Yay! All right. So what's going in this is on the A side, I'm going to do a landscape pocket, and I think I want it to open that way. So, and I've made myself a note. I'm going to put a magnet on it, and I'm going to use 2 magnets because this paper is thick. So I'm going to score it at the 1/2 inch mark. And I'm going to go ahead and notch it and put the tape on the tab, and I'm going to go ahead and ink it, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've got it inked on both sides, and I'm going to go ahead, oop, nope, I wanted it this way. Now, I could put it in like this, and hide that, which I may just end up doing. And if it's a portrait like what I did on page 1, we could have done that as well before we built the page. We could have went ahead and put the pocket in. It's your preference. Sometimes I do that, and then yesterday I didn't. So, but before we move on, I need to put my border on here. And again, I'm using the Martha Stewart punch, border punch. And this should be 8 1/4 inches. No, 8 1/2, my bad. So we need it to go 4 1/4. My pencil. This is not, you know, absolutely necessary that you get it centered, but I like to center it. And then you just punch it. I would like to get maybe border die cuts. I think they would be easier. I've got 3 border punches. I like them. I've just never used them until now. So they're kind of cool. Okay, so now we've got our border punched. And see how it's kind of the same. So, because I got it kind of centered there. And I do need to ink it. And again, I like to have the little border part inked. I know some people just ink the very edges, but on this particular case, I don't mind. I mean, I want it to have that. So it's your preference. That's what I love about making your own scrapbooks. You know, it's like every time you can make it different. You can make it whatever way that you want to make it, you know. So let me just move these little things out of the way here. A little dustpan I made there. Alright, so I think what I want to do now is I think I am going to go inside, and I'm going to tell you why, is because this is going to end up having a portrait pocket go in it as well. And I don't want, I'd rather have it inside like this, I think. Because I think I'm going to put the pocket on this end. So maybe I want it to go this way. When I made my prototype, I made it this way. I think I'm going to go that way. I'm going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the flip on. Right? Okay, booger. Alright. Woo-wee, that score tape is like, hey, hell, nice to meet ya. I'm going to be your best friend for life. That's why you put glue on it. Because, man, when it sticks, it sticks. Okay, so, here we go. Nice flippity flop. I mean, and if I change my mind, you can always do like that, you know what I'm saying? Alright, but now I want to go ahead before I move any further and let me just score this down a little bit better. It's a little off. Ooh-wee. It was freezing. It's freezing, freezing cold here. And I know other people, it's freezing, freezing cold. But for this Georgia girl, woo-wee, it is freezing. So I have layers on, and now I'm getting hot. So I need to take them off. Okay, that's better. I like that. All right. So I want to go ahead and put my magnets on before I put the pocket. Well, let me see. Let me create the pocket and see how high it goes before I put the magnets on. So here I have my pocket, and the measurement for it is 9.5 by 5 1/8. And of course we're going to go ahead and I'm not going to goof up this time. I'm more awake today and I don't have a headache. So that's the key. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score a 1/2 inch on 3 sides, right? Because we're making a pocket. So there we go, and I'm going to go ahead and just score it, burnish it. I'm going to get this sucker good and down is what I'm going to do. Alright, I hope everybody had a good holiday. I did. I had a very nice holiday. Barry got to take 4 days off. I always love when I get to hang out with him for the majority of the time. Alright, so I'm just notching these, and then I'm going to use my, I'm really surprised the dogs are not barking their heads off. The garbage people are here, and they usually bark their heads off. Mailman, garbage, it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm really squishing this down because I'm going to use my corner punch on it, and it needs to be good and punched. I mean good and squished. So I'm just going to put these suckers in here. Put them at the top. I want to get a new corner punch too, one that's, you know, funky. Get a funky one. This one's a little bland, but I like it better than the straight edge. Alrighty then. Now what I want to do is I want to put the score tape on all of my little tabs here. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to ink it. I figure y'all don't want to watch me put score tape and ink these things. So let me do that. I'm going to put score tape on all of that, and then I'm going to ink it, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've got my pocket made, and now I can decide without committing to see which way I do want this flip to go. Or where I want the pocket to go, for that matter. You know what, let's do it this way. I always usually put my portrait pockets on the left-hand side, so let's just change it up. Let's put them on the right. Alright, the reason too why I wanted to do the pocket first was because I wanted to see where the magnet needed to go, and I had a feeling that it was going to go over the pocket. So we can go ahead and put the magnet on here, and then I'm going to put the magnet on the back side of the pocket, and then that way it should get together and have a party. They're going to be attracted to one another. Alright, so again, I've got my little magnets here. I got these from Joann's. I had to get them online, and I haven't looked to see if they have any more. I know that they were getting hard to find, and but I was at Home Depot, and I guess I was talking to Barry about it or something, and of course I don't need them yet. I still have these, but this overzealous worker was like, "We've got magnets," and I was like, "Okay, lady." I was like, "Oh, mind your own business." No, I'm just kidding. I was very thankful, but we didn't have time to go look, and then I can't remember now what aisle she said they were on. So I just have not been back to find the magnets. But I want them to be, these are very thin, you know, and I'm afraid the magnets we're going to have there are going to be like huge. Alright, so I've got that magnet. Let's go ahead and put our pocket on, since I have made the decision to put it on the right hand side this time. And we're just going to take the little edges off here so we can get the bottom on there to make our pocket. Now, I was thinking about this book, and at first I was like, man, it doesn't have enough flippities and flaws, and you know, because when I make my scrapbooks, I like to put a lot of flippities and flaws on it. But then I had to think, Gina, this is not a scrapbook. This is a baby book, and it's not going to have all these flippity flops and blue flies on it. So I'm like, okay, calm down. Alright, so let's put this on here. And I'm going to try to get it lined up the best that I can. Y'all, I was starting to sweat so much my glasses fell down my face. I'm like, whoa, buddy. I won't be able to work without my glasses. Even though I don't have a strong prescription, but they, you know, they help. Every little bit helps. Alright, that's good. That's good. Might not be perfect, but... Alright. Okay, so now, I need, let's see. Here, I'll use you. No, I won't. I fibbed. I'll use you. Why do I gotta use any? Oh, because I need to do it this way. I don't know why I was thinking to put it on the back side. And you could put it on the front side. I am going to mat it. Because normally, I tell you why, normally I forget to put the magnet on and then I have to hide it. Because I'll mat it first. Because I do stuff like that. Because I'm relatively still new to this. Oh, listen to that. I love that. Click. Alright, so there we go. So this is going to be matted. All of this is going to be matted. So... Oh, you know what? I probably should have matted that first too. But that's okay. It'll just slip down in there. We're good. We're okay. Alright. Now, see, the only thing that I'm afraid of is see how that is a little bit taller? I think it'll be alright. Because that's going to go on the hinge. But then again, if it gives me a hard time, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to flip it around to the way that I had originally was going to do it. Y'all, I really am afraid that that is going to affect the hinge. So you know what? I'm going to move it back around to the way that it was going to be. Because I don't want that. Well, here, let's try it out without it. And you know, let's see. Alright. Because you do want to leave a little bit. You don't want it to go all the way down. You want to leave a little bit so that it'll move, you know. No, it might not. It might not affect it in any kind of way. I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be alright. Okay, it should be fine. Okay, so now the fun part, we're gonna mat. We're gonna mat. Alright, let's mat, go ahead and let's mat the flip, and the mat on it is gonna be 8 by 8. So let me get my paper ready to do an 8 by 8. Okay, so I have all my paper cut out. The mat for the flip is 8 1/4 by 7 3/8. And of course, if you only have an 8 by 8 pad, which you can use in this book, then it would be 8 inches by 1/4, 7 1/4. So I have it all inked. So now I just need to put my Fabri-Tac on it. Swirly, 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 swirly. Alright. Okay. And then I'm going to mat this side. And then I have this that I'm going to just put in here. I had miscut on it. So it should fit but the measurements for it is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. And then I have this mat, and this mat is 8 1/4 by 5 inches. Or if you only have an 8 inch, then it would be 8 by 4 3/4. Oh wait, hold on, I think I just mistold you. Yes, it actually is 8 by 4 1/4. Sorry, let me write that down. So if it's an 8 inch wide, then it would be 8 by 4 if you have an 8 by 8 pad. Alright, so I'm going to glue all of this stuff down and I will be back. Okay, I just wanted to show that on this, since we didn't need a full sheet, that I just cut it 8 1/4 by 4 inches. And it's plenty big enough, so I just wanted to show that. Alright, so let me glue all this down and then I'll be right back. Okay. So now I want to move on to the insert that goes inside the pocket we just made, and it should be 8 1/4 by 8 3/4 because we're going to use our border punch again. So I'm just going to center it up. So this is 8 1/4, so it's going to be 4 1/8. The middle just there about. Oh, well, isn't that great? Alright. Just so I can see. Alright, so I'm going to punch out this border, and then we can ink it and then mat it. So once I get it punched out and inked, I'll be back. Okay, and so on this insert is a page out of the baby book, the Nursery Rhyme Baby Book inserts page, and it's about all that the mother got during the shower. Isn't that cute? So this is 8 by 8, and we'll glue this on, and then the back is just a pattern paper, again 8 by 8, and I'll put that on and I'll be back. Alright, so we have our flip, we have our pocket, and then this, once again, leave it to me to put it on upside down. I'm so used to the, like flips, that the border's on the bottom. So then when I do my inserts, I don't think about it. It's just like kind of memory, muscle memory, You're used to doing it one way, and that's just the way you do it. So, but it was not correct, because we do want it up like this, right? Oh, it's going to be cute. And it should fit in just like this. Okay, go all the way down in the pocket there, buddy. Hung up. Okay, it will fit all the way down in there. Really? There we go. In there. Oh, wait. Do we want it this way? Or do we want it this way? I don't know. We'll decide when we get ready to put it in the book. Alright. So now, let's flip it over and let's start working on our B side. Alright, and on here, on our B side, we're going to have a landscape pocket. And this is measured at 9 1/2 by 4 3/8. So we know the drill. We have to score it at our 1/2 inch marks. 3 sides. I won't make that mistake. Well, hopefully I won't make that mistake again. And then I'm just gonna cut off my little tabs, and I do want to put this in my punch. So I don't want the square, that straight edge. I want it curved. So, and we want to make sure that we have this good and burnished again, because if we don't, it will not fit in that punch. Alright, so let's punch it. Punch it, Thelma! Okay. Alright, so we've got that done, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the tape on it. I'm going to put the tape on each tab, and then I'm going to ink it, and then we'll be ready to put it on our page. So I will be back once I have it inked and taped. Okay, so I've changed my mind again, and I think I do want it to open this way. That's the way I always do it. I'm going to kind of change it up, but we're just going to let it be like that. Okay, so now we need to put the pocket together, and then just put it on the page, and it is a landscape. The landscape and portrait, they're both, well, they are a little different height-wise, but you can make it whatever tall you want it. I don't know. On the portrait, I kind of like it to go long, wider. For some reason, I don't know why I like that look, but I do. Alright. So, and then I've got my mat cut out, and all the measurements are going to be in the description. You can, they're actually going to be on my Facebook group in a document or in a file, so you'll be easier to find and that you can print them out. So, because it's kind of hard sometimes to read on YouTube, and then this way you can print it out and have it, so when you make the book over and over again, you'll have them. Okay, so I've got that matted. Now we need to mat this guy, which I think, let's see, maybe this way. Okay. Let me get a mat for this. It needs to be 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, but I'm not going to go all the way down the page because of the pocket here. So let me get a mat for that. Okay, so I've got the mat out, and it's 8 1/4 by, and I just cut it 4 3/4. And it should just slip down in here. There we go. Alright. And now we need to make the insert for this pocket. And the insert is, again, 8 1/4 by 8 3/4. And I'm going to use my punch to do my border like I've been doing. And once I get it punched out and get everything inked, I will be back. Okay, so I've got the mats ready for the insert, and again, this is part of the inserts. Special delivery, so this is all about the delivery of the baby, and then on the back side, there's a place for you to put a picture of the baby, and then, you know, all the information on the date it was born, and what time, and how much they weighed, and all that good stuff with the baby's name in. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just use my Fabri-Tac as usual, and I'm going to glue these down, and I'm going to need another insert for the side pocket, and again, so I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm off camera as well. And again, it's 8 1/4 by 8 3/4, and then I'm going to do the punch, and then I'll ink it, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've got this cut out and punched, inked, and here are my mats. And they're 8 1/4 by, or 8 by 8. They're 8 by 8. What I have written when I post it is the true measurement. But there is still glitter on my desk in my surroundings from the holidays, from all that glitter I used. I love glitter, but man, does it get everywhere, and it wants to stay everywhere. Okay, so once we get this done, this page will be completed, except for us putting it in the book. And I'm about to do that right now, after I get this guy down. Shoop, shoopy doop. Doopy 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 doop. Okay. So, and then this guy will go in the pocket. And this is just for pictures. You know, for like when the baby first got home, when the first pictures of you holding the baby. Oh. Okay. So, let us put this in our book. But first, I'm going to go ahead and take all of the tag or the inserts out, just so it'll be easier to maneuver. And we did decide, or I did decide, it was going to go this way, because it can't go this way now, because then the pocket would be upside down. All right. So what I want to do is I'll move that over to the side for just a second. Is I'm going to go ahead and put some score tape on our hinge here, and then I'm going to put a little thing of bead of glue as well, of Fabri-Tac actually, for two reasons. One, to keep it in the book, you know, because this is how the pages stay on, and two, it'll make it easier just to slip the pages in if you have the Fabri-Tac on there. But you don't want a lot. That's why you want just a bead. I'm going ahead and take the backing off. And then a little bead down this way. Just a little. And then on the other side. Yep, there we go. Now then, now I'm going to take my page and make sure before I put it in that I've got it in, going in right. If I get in the way, I apologize, but this is like the closest to brain surgery I think I'm ever going to get to. Oh my, look, that happened really too easily. All right, and you do, I forgot to mention this in yesterday's video. But you do want to have a little bit of a, you know, border down below. You don't want to go all the way down, because if you do, then the page won't move as well. But there we go. Wow, that was almost a little too easy. Usually I struggle with that part as I clump everything around on my desk. Goodness. All right. So I'm just mushing that down. And see, this is why I went ahead and used the paper that was patterned because I knew in the middle you're going to see that. And I just think that's just too precious. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, what do y'all think? I think it's so pretty. Alright, so let's put our stuff back in. Special delivery goes here. These pockets. There we go. Showering me with love goes in this pocket. And again, it gets hung up. And it's like, I don't want to go all the way down. And you're like, but you've got to, buddy. Come on, go all the way down. It gets hung up on that. Okay, there we go. As I flip everything around. Okay, and then we'll put our insert in, and it should, just like the one from yesterday, our first page, it should stick out a little bit. And there we go. So we have our first page. Then we have our second page. Alright, so next is our third page. And then we'll be halfway there. Oh, y'all, isn't this going to be the cutest little thing ever? Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope that you're enjoying the videos and me kind of editing the way that I am as far as not showing, putting the glue on and the ink on. I mean, that gets so repetitive. But I, though, kind of liked doing it because I kind of like talking as I'm doing it. And I feel like I'm actually crafting with y'all, you know, as I sit and talk and craft. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword for me, because I know some people don't like it and then some people do. So I don't know. I'm just giving it a try on this video as far as editing the way that I am, because the videos are kind of long anyway and I don't want them to be too long. So I don't know. Just in the comments, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like it the way I'm doing it, or would you rather for me to chit-chat as I'm crafting? Because I do like that, because, you know, it makes me feel like we're part of a community and that we're talking to one another. So as long as I don't start answering myself, we're good, right? All right, y'all. All right, that's it for this video. Again, the paper line, the inserts themselves, that is for the information, those are on my Etsy store, and the link will be down below. But the paper line, the digital paper line that I'm using for the matting and stuff like that, that is on my Facebook group, and it is free. It's in the file section, as well as the actual measurements of what I'm working on. And those measurements, they're dead on. Okay? I know sometimes it seems like I get confused, but I swear I've got them written down and we're good to go. So those that are written are dead on. And of course, you know, you can always just mat it the way you want to mat it. So, all right, y'all. Well, thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate the support so much. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe if you've not subscribed. All that helps me. It helps to grow my channel, and it helps YouTube to be like, oh yes, people do want to see her, and then they'll recommend me, and it just helps to grow my video or my channel, which I would truly appreciate. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. I know I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately, and welcome and thank you. But don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for every time that I post a video. All right, y'all. Y'all be good to one another, and I will see you for page 3, if not sooner, for maybe something else. All right, y'all. Y'all be good to one another. Bye-bye.